All right, let's talk about ClickUp. In this explainer, we're jumping into what is, honestly, a super powerful, all-in-one project management tool. It doesn't matter if you're a team of one or a massive company, the whole idea here is to bring all of your work into one single organized place. So, does your day feel like you're just constantly juggling a dozen different apps? You've got spreadsheets over here, sticky notes over there, a to-do list somewhere else. It's just chaos. And trying to keep everything moving in the right direction can feel pretty impossible.
Well, that's the exact problem ClickUp is trying to solve. So what we're going to do is walk through setting up a brand new workspace from the ground up. And the best part? We're going to do it all using just the features on their free forever plan.
Okay, before we even think about creating our first task, there is one core concept that you absolutely have to get your head around to make ClickUp work for you. It's called the hierarchy. And trust me, it's the secret sauce to keeping everything organized. Think of it like a blueprint for your entire digital office. It's the filing cabinet system for everything you do. Getting this structure right from the very beginning is without a doubt the most important step. It's really what separates a super clean, efficient workspace from just a digital mess. So let's break this down. Imagine your workspace is the entire office building, okay? Inside that building, you have different floors. Those are your spaces. So marketing is on one floor, sales is on another. On each floor, you've got big filing cabinets. Those are your folders for things like ad campaigns. And when you open a drawer in that cabinet, that's a list, which holds a specific project like the summer sale campaign. And all the individual papers inside? Yep, those are your tasks. See? Everything has its place.
Okay, so now that we get the theory, let's actually start building our digital office. We're going to go from a totally blank canvas to a fully functioning command center, and we'll do it one layer at a time.
First things first, spaces. These are your big top-level buckets of work. A really good tip here is to keep them broad. Think marketing, operations, client work, because the free plan gives you 5 of them. It's generous, but it's a limit. Oh, and give each one a different color and icon. It makes finding things way faster.
All right, let's drill down to the next level. Inside your marketing space, for example, you might create a folder called campaigns. Then inside that folder, each project gets its own list. So you'd have a Black Friday campaign list, a New Year's promo list, and so on. This is where your actual day-to-day tasks are going to live, and this system is what prevents total chaos.
So the structure is built. The digital office is framed out. Now it's time to actually fill it with work. This is where we go from being architects to actually getting stuff done, focusing on how we create and manage the tasks that push our projects forward.
Making a task is super simple. You just pop it into the right list. From there, you can assign it to someone, slap a due date on it, and set a priority so your team knows what's on fire. And for those bigger, more intimidating tasks, you've got to use subtasks. It lets you break something huge like launch ad campaign into smaller, manageable chunks like design graphics and write copy. Now this right here is where ClickUp's customization really starts to shine. By default, tasks are either to do or complete. For most workflows, that's just not enough. So instead, you can create a custom workflow that actually matches how you work, adding stages like in progress or in review. This gives you a way more realistic picture of where your projects actually stand.
So how do you actually look at all this work? Well, the default is the list view. It's clean, it's simple, it's basically a supercharged to-do list. It's perfect when you just want to quickly scan what's on your plate. But if you're a visual thinker, you are going to love the board view. This turns your statuses into columns, kind of like a Kanban board. You can literally drag and drop your tasks from to do over to in progress and then to complete. It's just a really satisfying way to see your work move forward.
And of course, for anyone who lives and dies by deadlines, there's the calendar view. Any task that has a due date automatically shows up here. It gives you that bird's eye view of your schedule so that hopefully nothing important falls through the cracks. Okay, you've totally got the fundamentals down now. So let's look at a couple of features, still on the free plan by the way, that can seriously level up your workflow and save you a ridiculous amount of time.
Why would you start from scratch every single time? This is where templates become your absolute best friend. Instead of manually building out the same project structure over and over again, you can just use a pre-built template and launch a whole new project in like seconds.
And these templates are incredibly flexible. You can create one for a tiny little task or for an entire department space. For example, grabbing the blog planner template can instantly set up your whole content pipeline with all the right statuses and custom fields in just one click. It's a huge time saver. But with all this work going on, how do you keep an eye on everything? That's where dashboards come in.
This little chart here is a perfect example of a widget you could have on your dashboard. It gives you a quick, visual snapshot of how a project is doing, so you don't have to go digging for information.
Seriously, think of dashboards as your personal mission control. They're totally customizable so you can pull in charts, key stats, and important task lists from all over your workspace into one spot. It gives you that crucial high-level view so you can see the big picture and track what really matters.
So there you have it. We've covered the structure, the tasks, the different ways to view your work, and even some of the power-ups. You literally have the complete blueprint now to build an incredibly organized digital workspace. So the only question is, what are you going to build first?